Hello, everybody, and I made a video. The purpose of this video is I wanted to quickly go over one last time the way the course is organized, just to make sure everybody knows about what I call the calendar, what it's called the syllabus, how we're going to approach watching the videos, where everybody submits a paragraph, writes a paragraph, and puts it on the discussion board. And I didn't have the whole setup available in the first week of class, but I did go over it last week a couple of times. And in particular, the idea of the discussion board, I've been kind of working in that idea. It's an idea. It's growing. I've never used it discussions before, but I think it's going to be fun, and I think it's going to be an effective way to combine discussions with the videos. The purpose of using the discussion board, there are actually many purposes. I wrote down here three purposes of the discussion board. The first purpose is kind of just to bring us together a bit as people, because I've been teaching online for a few years now, and of course during the COVID period it's been very common to have classes online, and I know from experience that online classes in general can be kind of impersonal, kind of cold, kind of abstract, not so much human. So I think the discussion board will increase the humanity, the connections among us. And the second purpose, it's a kind of, let's face it, it's a way of kind of taking attendance. It's a way of encouraging people to attend class. Watching the videos is going to be the main thing that we do during classes. And the main thing you'll be doing outside of class is working on the practice questions, and then taking multiple choice quizzes and tests, a couple of them. But during the regular class periods, 4 o'clock to 5:30, twice a week, watching a video is, there's a lot of wonderful videos available. That's the main thing we're going to do. And then, so number three, the purpose is just to encourage people to watch them carefully and develop some feeling or some ideas about them, and sharing those ideas with everybody. So right now I'm in the Blackboard, and I already clicked on syllabus, which is over on the left-hand side. I don't know, you maybe can't see it. I need to scroll up to show you where it says syllabus on the left. And all I'm trying to show here in the syllabus is that there are these various components of the grade, and some are more important than others. The real test 1, real quiz 1, real test 2, real quiz 2, those are not on the Blackboard right yet. Right? If you look on the left-hand side there where it says real quizzes and tests, there's no quizzes and tests in there right now. It's empty. But they will be there in the last week of February, first week of March. In the meantime, I'm hoping everyone is going to look at these practice questions. Practice questions, again, on the left-hand side, you can click on practice questions, and you'll see some questions for Chapter 2, Chapter 4, and Chapter 5 in the textbook. And the practice questions, if you work on them now during the month of February, you'll be in good shape for the real quizzes, real tests that will come in the end of February. The practice questions are based on the textbook. Now, underneath practice questions on this page, it says essay. That's the concert review essay, which is described in great detail on the left-hand side. If you click on concert review essay, you'll see the long description of that. The main thing I'd like to say now about the concert review essay is that it's not due until May 2nd, but you can turn it in anytime. You could turn it in tomorrow if you wish, anytime between now and May 2nd. The most important thing about it is that it is completely original. That's what I enjoyed so much last semester, reading the original comments made by the people in the class. So, and make sure you write your essay on the correct piece of the correct video. The video is in the video recordings folder, and it's Ella Fitzgerald. It's in honor of Ella Fitzgerald for the Lincoln Center Orchestra playing. In other words, write your essay about that video, which is in the video recordings, not just about any old concert. And finally, discussions I mentioned here at the bottom of the page. That's what I want to go into a little more detail about it now, because I've changed my description of the discussions. Right now, I'm in the Blackboard on the home page, and there are some things I want to show you in the calendar, or namely, some changes I made to the discussions section. So let me click on calendar, and then I'll click on calendar again, the calendar document. We open it up. I don't need to talk about these practice questions. If I scroll down the calendar, of course, you'd see I talk about the practice questions, and I give all the dates of all the quizzes and tests for the rest of the semester. But I'm not going to talk about the concert review essay. We've already talked about that. But the discussions plan, I'm still working it out. I think I've got a pretty good plan now for discussions. We will watch many videos this semester, and I'm asking everybody to turn in a paragraph, a little more than a paragraph if you wish, every time we watch a video. And by the way, I got some wonderful responses. I enjoyed reading these entries or threads or paragraphs, or whatever you want to call them, the ones that everybody submitted so far. We were doing that just for practice, so we haven't really started the real plan for discussions. So I'm going to give some extra points to everybody that turned in these great observations so far. But let me get to the point here about what my plan is. I've changed it a bit. Everybody who turns in a paragraph to the discussion board on Blackboard will earn 95 points for that entry, or that thread, or whatever you want to call it. And then this will be fun, I think. We can take a vote. We can use the polling feature that's in Zoom to take a vote, and vote for your favorite paragraph, for whatever reason that this paragraph is your favorite. I won't even try to describe why it might be your favorite. That's up to everybody, each individual. But we should submit it by 5:30 on the day that the video is shown that you're writing about, because give people time to take a vote before the next class. If you can't submit a paragraph to the Blackboard discussions, there were a few people in the class who never submitted one so far. For whatever reasons, you can always email it to me. But those email submissions, I won't give 95 points to. I'll give only 75, because there's some extra work involved. I've got to
take your submission and enter it somehow into the discussions forum for that day. If you don't submit any paragraph, you still get 55. I don't want to give a 0 for it because that would ruin your average. And speaking of the average, that's the only thing left that I want to talk about. This is how we'll compute the average. Here, let's say this is a person, we'll call this person, for an example, student A. And let's say we only watch 10 videos in the semester. Actually, we'll probably watch more than that. But student A, she turns in an essay, not an essay, excuse me, turns in a paragraph to the blackboard and gets a 95 for that reason. And next video, she turns in another paragraph and gets another 95. The third video, she not able to get it into the blackboard that day, so she sends me an email with her paragraph attached. The fourth video, everybody voted for hers as their favorite, or at least a majority of people consider that to be their favorite paragraph. So she earns 100 and earns 100 on the next video as well. The next video, she wasn't able to submit anything, so she still got 55. Then she earned a 95 and another 95. The next two videos, a 55 on the next video for not submitting anything. And on the last one, 100 because she was the winner in the vote. And then you add up all these 10 scores, which add up, by the way, to 865. Divide by 10 and we have the average. The average score, that's her discussions board score for the whole semester. That's what I wanted to show you, and I'll see you later. I'll see you in class. Thanks for watching.